Hey me gamers, it's Matt Miller and we're trying something new today. I've gotten a lot of requests to show the development process, the coding process, so I've put together a video of me fixing a pretty hard bug to fix. It took a while to fix. You get to see what it's actually like to fix bugs in code and interact with the game development process. So I hope you enjoy this. Drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Thanks. Alright, this is a special ring. You shoot through it and you do a trick. When you tap the air, you do tricks. And hey, look at my shadow way back there. That's funny. Okay, we're gonna shoot through here and we're gonna do a trick. And this is the tutorial flying ring. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna slow-mo. Whoa. But the problem is, while it's in slow motion, the player's turning. The plane is changing. And I'm not sure why. I can show you greater detail. Here's an overhead shot on the left. And we're going to restart. So I'm going to shoot through this ring. And everything worked fine in that case, where I actually did the trick. But if you go through and you slow-mo with the player turning, and I don't know why they're turning on that path. I think something's wrong with this rotation. I'm not sure why. The rotate 2 normally works fine. It works fine when it's running at full speed. Oh, interesting, they're still turning. I wonder if they hit something. That's really strange. I wonder if I have a collider on or something. So this is working okay. This never fired. So why would the player be turned? Oh, that's really interesting. I have a breakpoint right there. We're gonna hit play. We're gonna shoot through here. Might have been that. There must be something in there. There's gotta be a collider or something. Something that I'm missing. So let's go through this ring. Is there a collider here? No. Collider here? No. Collider here. There's this mesh collider. It's a trigger. It's a trigger. This is weird. So weird. Let's turn everything else off. What is adding force? Oh, I turned the start thing off. Because it's not a problem until slow motion. There it goes again. Look, he's turning. She's turning. Why is she turning? If I turn off this particle effect, doesn't matter. Shouldn't. Still turning. I could try turning off the collider shortly after the slow motion. I'm afraid it doesn't make any sense though. So I'm gonna shoot here, turn off that collider. She still turns. Something strange is happening. Something weird is going on. Look, the player's completely turned at this point. Oh, I wonder if it's because they're doing a trick. No? What is going on? Oh. What? Hold on. What the heck is that? When we go through the collectible ring, what do we do? We just play a trigger, dude. Oh my god. And we play effect. Oh, something spawned here. I wonder if there's a collider on here. Let's look. I don't see anything. Pretty much empty. Strange. So I don't know why the slow motion's happening. It is, we can turn this off. Look, they're still turning. As soon as you go in here, it's like the player's got angular velocity. Why does the player have angular velocity? Did they hit something? Was there a collision? Where's the rigid body? Let's turn on debug. Debug view will allow us to see things in the variables that are normally hidden. So the velocity, it's obviously changing on the Y. The rotation, the player flipped around. You make no sense. What the heck? The player's in a falling state. So let's look there. Falling. This is weird. Hold on. This rotates the person. And I think what happened is that there's not a time delta here. So the more frames you get, the more it'll rotate. And when you're actually flying, you can't tell because it happens so fast. So that means during your time through these tricks, you'd want to stop. But that doesn't make sense, even if the player rotated. No, okay. This is what's going on. When a player goes through the ring and they perform a trick, we create a plane based on the player's direction. That's wrong. We need to create a plane based on the ring's transform. When we do that, it will be, no matter what the rotation of the player, the problem will be resolved. So if we want to go to the flying 2D ring, and we have a ring here, oh crap, I mean the plane is created based on we create a plane. What do we do with that plane? We start the player flying. The player should be corrected. Oh, but the player can still be offset. That actually doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, I think this theory is wrong. Let's limit this. What does update trick say? That's like, okay, just the trick code. This is weird. So that's the problem, it's the rotation. Right, that is the problem. We come back here and we turn this back on. This rotates, going to cause her to move. So if I play and I don't click anything, it'll go slow motion and it'll go through the movement and it will cause her to turn. Her body's turning, but the rigid body isn't. Okay. But the plane of the ring, it's created based on the ring. So the question is, why does it behave that way? Why does it act weird? And it acts pretty freaking weird. So if I go through here, watch. It's not following the correct plane. We're not rotating correctly. So in the flying ring, what happens is this looks pretty normal. We create a plane based on our transform. That's what we want to do. We get the player, we pass this plane in the speed, and rotation speed, and the duration, which are all settings. We start the player flying. We start flying. Start flying 2D. Relative mouse thing, yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, and flying 2D enters going to be fired. We're going to show some UI. We're going to play flying. But more importantly, we're going to start rotating. So, it's because we project this onto a plane, but we only correct the player once. We're only changing one angle. We're not moving it back. So what we actually need to do is we need to change the angle of the player. Right, when we start flying 2D, okay, what we should do is snap the player to the plane. And in a normal case, this won't even happen. So we're going to project our transform forward onto the plane. And after we project our transform forward to the plane, we can orient ourselves in that direction. So we would say, transform that. So we'll basically look at that. We'll look at the way we need to go. So now even if you're rotated, when you click perform the trick, it'll create the plane, but it'll also snap the player's rotation to the correct way. So I'm going to rotate, click, snap. Test it one more time. Player go through, rotating, 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 snap on the plane. Perfect. But one more thing. That flying or the falling update code, this should be multiplied by time.delta time anyways. This should be multiplied by time.delta time anyways. That's what I was trying to say. And so sort of two things causing the problem. First of all, we don't correct the player's rotation if it's messed up, which we need to do. second thing, we don't rotate the player correctly with time scale when you're falling. I never knew that. So now the player will be perfect and work fine. So you might say, why not just fix the time scale thing here, because that solves the problem. But I actually want to fix both, because what if you're going to fly away really far, like have a level where you're going to fly really far away, then you want the player to be able to reach their destination on the correct plane. Like if it's even slightly off, as the farther you go, the farther you'll get away from your origin onto the plane. So that's why. Cool. And that is game dev. Debugging in a nutshell. So if you like this video, like, share, and follow. Follow, like, share. Do something. I don't know.